The following businesses featured on today's Mile High Living paid for their segments. Welcome to Mile High Living, everyone. I'm Gina Bellich. This week, it's been extremely hot and windy, and you've probably noticed it in your lawns. But what you can't see is all the leaves and the debris that's gotten caught up in your gutters. Jimmy Keys, owner of Gutter Helmet, is here with one of his very happy customers to talk about the only gutter solution you need. And speaking of happy customers, you know I'm one. You put this on my new house because I have these huge trees that I moved in this new yard, and I thought, yeah, I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to mess with that. You guys came out and helped me.
We did. We came out, we put Gutter Helmet on your house, and now you're never going to clean your gutters again because that's my guarantee.
That is. It's so nice because every time it rains, I think, oh, you know what I hear? I can hear the water rushing through and it's not getting clogged up. Talk about how this works because this is really pretty cool.
Yeah, this is extremely cool. So this is Gutter Helmet. Gutter Helmet is a low-profile, heavy-duty cover. It goes over the top of your existing gutters. This is a very typical gutter that almost all of my customers have a very similar gutter to this. We come in and we attach Gutter Helmet right over the top, just like that. Heavy-duty brackets. All that debris is going to now go right off to the ground. That water is going to hug this bull nose, turn, wrap, drop right down inside of a clean gutter, just like you see here on the video.
That is so nice. Allison, we're going to get to you in just a second. But, you know, Jimmy, can you talk about why this really is a better solution than really anything out there?
This is the number one. We're the first, the best, the number one product that's out there. So this is better because this doesn't have any like screen mesh type things that get stuck in that screen mesh, you know, the pine needles, the pollen, all this pollen is dropping right now that's getting in those screen mesh products. It just doesn't work as well. This thing is the best thing. 7 patents on the design of this, been around for 40 years.
Yeah, that's true. And what happens though is that you might not think, oh, this is a really cool thing to talk about all the time, but clogged gutters can cause extreme damage to your home. You've seen all kinds of stuff.
Oh, we've seen everything. We've got trees growing out of gutters. Yeah. You know, they just start up, you know, with just a little seedling. It just starts up there because all that junk gets in those gutters, starts clogging it up. Now the water isn't being controlled, moved away from the foundation the way the gutter system was designed. All that junk gets clogged around those downspouts. Now it's coming back, wrapping into the fascia, getting into the walls. It could crack foundations. Thousands of dollars of damage occurs simply by not controlling water.
Yeah, water is the worst to have in your home where it's not supposed to be. So Allison, was that one of the things that kind of drove you to find some gutter protection for your house?
Primarily it was my husband because he was tired of it being on his to-do list because it was on the to-do list pretty much every other month. We live like you, a lot of big trees, a lot of pine needles, and it would just clog the gutters constantly and the water would flow over the top. And it was just not something that my husband was ready to do.
No, who wants to do that, by the way, either? I don't blame your husband for not wanting that, right? So why did you choose Gutter Helmet?
You know, do the normal thing. You look at all the different products. He talked about the mesh products and the screen products and kind of evaluated all the different products that there were. Made that decision first that I really wanted something that was much more solid, kind of matched my roof line. And then it was kind of looking at the different companies. And honestly, it was, you know, the first company that called me back, actually were gracious, set up an appointment, actually showed up to the appointment, and we had a really great conversation, which is incredibly important to really understand because I didn't really know the product. So when you bring samples and you talk about it and you explain the process, you know, it's not an inexpensive investment in your home. And for me, it's not something you see, which is a good thing, but I don't see it, so it's not a pretty. But it was really a necessary item, and when I understood all the value, and they have since come back and took a video, there's nothing in my gutter.
Isn't that the greatest? I mean, sometimes people don't even realize, but once you've been a homeowner for any period of time, you realize how important that is and how unnecessary it is to get up on the ladder and to do all that stuff. Jimmy, we've talked about this, right? This is one of the things. Not only is the safety an issue, but finances is an issue too, and you've got a great deal.
We have a fantastic deal. You can save 20%, and it doesn't matter if you're going to get it for one section of the house that you just have one problem, or if you're going to get it for your entire home. You're going to save 20%. We also have a financing option where you had no interest, no payments for 12 months. And I'm just throwing this out here. I did this a little bit last year and it was a very big success, but I'm allowing people to trade in that screen mesh product. You got to call and ask for some of the details on that one.
Okay.
But I'm going to offer $500 if you replace it with some Gutter Helmet.
So if you already have something on your home and you're like, I don't want to do this again because it doesn't work, give you a call, right? Because
absolutely.
You might have a deal for them that they can go ahead and get something even better than what they have.
You get the best product, even better. It's the #1 product. It's the best thing there is available. cool.
Not only is it the best, but talk about the triple lifetime guarantee. I love when you talk about this.
Triple lifetime warranty. As I said, 7 patents on the design. Company's been doing it for 40 years. The manufacturer of this product is standing behind that product. We're also going to stand behind the installation, all done by certified installers. Here's the crazy part. When Allison, when anybody decides that they're going to sell their home, I'm going to let you transfer that warranty to the new homeowner.
What a nice thing to have, especially in a market that we have right now with housing, having that added bonus of being able to say, hey, you can also have this. What a great thing to have. Safety, before we go, let's talk about how nice it is not to get up on those ladders. Allison's husbands didn't want to do it. My husband didn't want to do it. Why should people stay off of them?
Well, because accidents happen, and when you get way up in the air, and by the way, you probably stuck a 2x something underneath 1 foot of your ladder because the ground isn't always stable and flat. You get way up in the air and you think, wow, I've got to get that little spot that's over here, and you think, man, I don't want to climb all the way down and move to all that. You overextend, next thing you know, ladder shifts, you fall. And it's just not necessary.
Nope, your home is your biggest investment, so don't put off protecting it any longer. Call 303-298-8888 today for a fantastic savings of 20% off. Plus, Gutter Helmet will give you $500 off if you are replacing a different gutter product. They also offer 0 payments and 0 interest for 12 months. This offer is only available for a limited time, so call now at 303-298-8888 or visit gutterhelmetdenver.com. They paid for today's segment. We'll be right back.